In the general updates video I was working on last year that I didn't get a chance to finish, one thing I had in my script was that we might be living in a timeline where Warriors merch will be sold on the shelves next to Skibidi Toilet merch. And it's looking like that may indeed be the case. You might have seen this teaser posted on the Warriors social media. Back in February, Kulabi, the company that owns Working Partners and Warriors, announced that they made a deal with Bonkers Toys to produce merchandise for the series. It looks like since the Warriors fan base is so active online, including YouTube, they felt that this brand would be a good fit. It looks like a lot of their brands involve YouTube. More recently, there was an article that mentioned that their Warriors products will launch in stores right after Christmas. Looking at their website, we noticed that Bonkers Toys specializes in blind bag figurines and plushies, which in my opinion is disappointing. I'd rather know what I'm getting. In fact, before there was official Warriors merchandise, in one of those surveys they do every few years, they asked what people would like if there ever was merchandise. And my answer was figurines, but not blind box figurines, which were becoming pretty popular at the time. I suggested that they come in specific sets, like Pokemon toys I see in the stores. So I like to think that maybe my answer influenced the official Warriors store. But anyway, we got our first glimpse at the Warriors toys from a trade show for the toy industry called LA Fall Previews. A wholesaler company called License to Play Toys, which appears to sell in bulk to smaller stores, posted a video that includes clips of their booth, and a clearer, closer picture also surfaced. I was amused that my prediction about it literally being next to Skibidi Toilet was correct. Anyway, from here we could see that it does show mystery figure and mystery plush. The boxes are just mock-ups showing the original official store plushies. We see they have samples of Brightheart and Cinderpelt figurines, Hawkfrost and Scourge smaller plushies, and a bigger Firestar plush. And now we finally get to see what they'll actually be selling. The Bonkers Toy site had a page that went live briefly before being taken down. Unfortunately, it didn't get archived, but basically just showed the products and who the characters are. And the merchandise has been added to stores like Amazon and Walmart. I'll link to those in the description. There will be 3 types of product: mini plush, large plush, and minifigures, all in blind bags and boxes. We don't know prices yet, but I'll be listing guesses based on the existing merchandise for other brands. The release date is also not listed yet, which is probably what they'll announce on the date in their teaser, but again, that one article did say after Christmas. So first, for the large plush, there are 4 characters: Graystripe, Firestar, Brightheart, and Scourge. These are 11-inch plushies and will probably be about $25 US based on the large plush from other brands. I think my favorite of these might be Graystripe since he looks so fluffy. And then for the mini plush, there are 8 characters: Brambleclaw, Brightheart, Firestar, Graystripe, Hawkfrost, Scourge, Tallstar, and Yellowfang, who didn't have her own separate image on Amazon. I do like the look of these overall. They appear to be pretty good quality, and I like the details like the fluffy patches on Graystripe, Yellowfang, and Hawkfrost. These are 6-inch plushies and will probably be about $12 US based on existing products. And lastly, the ones that I was most excited about, the figurines. This will also have 8 characters: Brightheart, Silverstream, Cinderpelt, Graystripe, Firestar, Scourge, Spotted Leaf, and Yellowfang. I have mixed feelings on these. They look sort of cheap, especially Scourge and Yellowfang, but I do kind of like the designs, especially Graystripe and Brightheart. Walmart lists these as being $6.26 in US dollars. As far as where to buy, here's the stores listed on the Bonkers Toys website. Amazon, as well as major retailers like Walmart, Target, Walgreens, Kohl's, Five Below, and a toy store called Smith's that I haven't heard of. It does sound like they sell outside of the US as well. I don't know specifics, except one fan did contact Bonkers Toys, who said that Character Options is their distributor in the UK, and that it would be available summer 2026 there. Now, is there a way to tell which character you'll be getting? Unfortunately, probably not. I'm not very familiar with blind boxes, but I checked out the existing Bonkers Toys merch at my local Walmart, and there didn't seem to be anything on the packaging that would indicate which was which. One user on Reddit did mention that with Bonkers Toys, the mini plush at least are usually in specific placements in the case, so it might be possible that if someone buys a case and shows which is which, then others might be able to compare to that. The user also mentioned that the large bags have a hole in them so you can check. This was one thing I noticed too when looking at the toys at Walmart, but the bags I examined had cardboard blocking the hole in the bottom. It's possible that it might be able to be moved with some manipulating the package. I didn't really try it, but that might be a possibility. Other than that, depending on the brand, I noticed that they had tabs that could be pushed in to look at the product, or else for certain ones, there was a little pinprick in different locations, which I remember seeing a post for some other brand that revealed which mini was inside based on the location. This is for a bagged figure though, not boxed like Warriors, so I'm not sure if that's going to help. Anyway, we'll know more once they're officially revealed and released. So to recap, there will be mini figurines, mini plush, and large plush, probably at these prices, and they'll be coming to retail. The release date is not known yet, but it's expected to be after Christmas, and we're guessing that the December 8th listing is for the official reveal. I definitely intend to get a bunch of these, though I shudder at the price to get them all. Are you planning on getting these? If so, any particular ones you're hoping for? Hopefully it won't be too long until they're finally released.